Hello everyone, how you doing today? Yes, I know videos are late. Things have happened. A tree fell from my property onto a neighbor's trailer and there was no damage, thankfully, but it was resting on her power line. So trying to call the power company and get them out because we have a terrible power company. Well, that's what I was doing yesterday. So how was your yesterday? I hope it was better than mine. Anyway, I've been trying to make this video for several days. Something seems to keep getting in the way all the time. From the Tribune News Service, can music therapy replace opioids for pain? Yes, this is more about the torture of pain patients, which says, hey, we're going to take away your proven safe and effective pain medicine and just have you listen to some music because that'll be the same thing. Music therapy. And notice, they're not even talking like a complimentary thing, because that's always been the scam with, they always call it complimentary medicine. Oh no, we're not telling you not to use the real medicine, just it's along with it, so they can pretend not to be, telling people not to get the real medicine they need. Well, they've stopped pretending, at least with opioids. This is replacing opioids. Like instead of actual pain medicine, just playing music. Oh my God. If we ever needed the skeptic community to snap out of this political, I don't even know what, that they've been stuck in for the last decade or more, and actually freaking do something. Do the kind of thing that you were doing 20 years ago. With all of the crap about homeopathy and everything else that's happening, it's like we're losing we lost Miles' power. Why did we lose Miles' power? I miss Miles. Where are all the skeptics going? And why are all the classic skeptics becoming these political bozos who are just lapping up everything the news media says when they know how much they get it wrong, when they know how much they lie? That's beyond Gell-Mann amnesia. That's beyond that. That's falling for dogma, is what it is. So yes, this is from the Tribune News Service. It's called, Can Music Therapy Replace Opioids for Pain? Betteridge's Law? The answer is no. Yes, we've got university hospitals investigating this with a $1.5 million federal grant. Our money is going to this crap so that they can torture pain patients and play music to them instead. Just look at this first paragraph. Do music therapy and acupuncture help patients manage pain without opioids? No, I've already talked about acupuncture. I'm not going to get into that again. See my rant about that. The grant allows university hospitals to develop an alternatives to opioids program that educates caregivers about how music therapy and acupuncture can be used to decrease the use of opioids in the emergency department. So you're in the emergency room. You've had to have surgery, maybe you're post-op or whatever. And guess what? They're not going to give you opioids. They're going to play music and they're going to stick needles in you. It's crazy. That's insane. We're no longer talking about pain patients. I mean, we are, acute pain patients, not so much the chronic pain patients like me. You break your arm, you go to the hospital, you get it fixed. Guess what? They're not giving you painkillers. They're playing music. Oh, listen to the pretty music. Yes, I know your arm is messed up and you've had to have a bunch of stitches and you're looking at weeks of recovery. Now here, listen to some Bach. Or whatever it is they're going to be playing. Who knows? Probably some New Age crap. The program also includes outpatient follow-up, so you don't even take them home with you. Or they do give you a CD or something. And then when you complain that it doesn't work, they say, well, you didn't listen to enough music. All right, who do we have here? Dr. Kiran Faryar, Director of Research in the Department of Emergency Medicine. When prescribing opioids, there is always the potential for abuse. No, there is not. We have covered that over and over and over and over again. It is not prescription opioids that's doing it. It's black market opioids. And that's what you're hearing a lot now, right? Because, there's fentanyl at the border and fentanyl overdoses, black market fentanyl, killing people everywhere. So then let's crack down on prescription opioids to stop black market overdoses. How does that work? Well, it doesn't, and they know it. Data shows, that's not how you cite a source. Both music therapy and acupuncture improve pain and anxiety for patients with short-term and long-term pain. No, it doesn't. They are pseudoscience. They're pseudoscience. Why don't you just add in aromatherapy? Here, smell the pretty lavender. This will be an evidence-based technique, yeah, right. We can offer patients without the potential risk of substance use disorder, which, as we've covered, is everything. Anything you could possibly do with an opioid is substance use disorder. Take them too often, use disorder. Don't take them often enough, use disorder. Put them in a pill planner, use disorder. Organize them, use disorder. Don't organize them, use disorder. Know too much about your condition, use disorder. Don't know enough about your condition, use disorder. University Hospital's comprehensive approach to combating the opioid crisis in a place where it isn't happening. It's happening at the border, it's happening on the streets, it's happening among illicit drug users. It's not happening in hospitals. At least aim for the target, Comes as the CDC reported that 2023 drug overdose deaths in the United States decreased 3% from 2022. Are they even going to mention the 2022 revisions in the opioid guidelines, where the CDC tried to walk back a lot of the stuff they were saying? Because apparently they haven't read them. And CDC's done nowhere near enough. They need a proper evidence-based review of it, which they still haven't done. All right, they go into the overdose stuff. The only thing you really need to know about the overdose statistics is that when they cut back on prescriptions greatly, overdoses zoomed up. I've shown you this graph. Just look through this playlist. It's in several other places. Prescriptions go down, overdoses go up. How do they explain that? They did this crackdown on prescription opioids. Not only did it not work, the problem got worse. In November, the state announced that agencies across Ohio would split $68.7 million in grants to combat opioid use and overdoses. Nice scam if you can get in on it. There's a lot of money in this. There's a lot of money in this. No money in actually helping people. A lot of money in suing pharmaceutical companies. Not a lot of money in suing on behalf of pain patients who are just trying to live our lives. The state is distributing the federal funding, part of the fourth round of the state opioid and stimulus response grants, to support local organizations that offer prevention, harm reduction, treatment, and long-term recovery, blah, 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 blah. Music therapy. Music therapy. What? This is insane, people. This is just absolutely insane. Music therapy and acupuncture. Come on, skeptics, step forward. Science-based medicine, step forward. Skeptics Guide to the Universe, step forward. This is happening. They are using pseudoscience to torture patients. I mean, come on. Of all the decades we've been through trying to point to the harm, because people say, well, where's the harm? Where's the harm in acupuncture? Where's the harm in all this? Here's the harm right here. We're always looking for examples. Here's an example right here for you. Step forward and do what you've been saying for decades that you want to do, because here it is. Here it is. I'm doing my part, such as it is, in my little channel here, but this needs to be spread a lot farther and a lot wider. What if more people knew that to save people from the prospect of addiction, from a 0.6 chance of addiction, that we're going to let them suffer and just play music to them instead? How do you think they'd react to that? Just show this to your family and friends and say, well, how would you react to that? You have to go to the emergency room for something, broken arm or whatever. You're in pain. Instead of actually giving you pain medicine, they just have you listen to music. How would you feel? This is going beyond. This is each and every one of us now. Each and every one of us could be in this situation. Because they have stopped, in a lot of places, they have stopped giving painkillers for post-op patients, to the point where the recommendation online is that you do not do the surgery unless you have your post-op prescription in hand and preferably already filled. Have your post-op painkillers done before you go under the knife, and refuse to go under the knife if you don't. Because there was even one that was like a little girl, like 6 months old or something, crying her eyes out 24/7 in her bed because they wouldn't give her painkillers. Enough! Enough! Just let it end. Let it be over. Thank you so very much for watching. Comments for the Comment God, shares for the Share Throne. Please hit like, subscribe, and the bell. We can break through the algorithms. We can get this out. We have to. We have to. So please do anything you can. Support donate.pagosity.tv, a one-time donation, or become a regular supporter, Patreon, subscribe to our Discord. Get these videos early and ad-free. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for sharing. Thank you so very much for letting anyone you can know that this horrible thing is happening. Thank you for all of that. Until next time, stay strong and be free.